everybody. I'm hoping that you can see me and that you can hear me. I'm just going to check on my phone. I cannot see me. Where's this? That's not me. Why am I not live? Sorry, technical problems. Oh, if anybody's watching, can you let me know that you can see me? That would be lovely. Oh, I can see somebody. Hang on. I've not come up. Oh, brilliant. Okay, thank you. Right, we'll get going then. Morning. It is 6:45 in the morning. One of our bootcamp members very sensibly said that people might not want us to play music at this time in the morning because it's bad enough that you can hear me and hear each other grunting, well, from your own selves. So no music for me. So if you want to pop some music on so that you can hear it, that'd be fab. I have no idea what these things say. Hello everybody. Oh, bless you. I'm just checking that you can hear me. Morning Faye. Thank you everybody. Okay, so we're going to start with a warm-up. Mind out for your mother's china, and also if you haven't got much room, I've tried to make it as small as possible just in case. Don't need any weights today. We're just going to go for it, and hopefully it won't be too awful. I've tried to make it so that everybody can join in. Okay, first thing we're going to do is some jumping jack variations to warm up. So, look at how many people are up this time. Okay, I guess we've got nothing better to do. So you're just going to step out. Just going to do this for 15 seconds. You carry on doing it. I've forgotten to set my timer. This is the worst thing that's going to happen. Well, it's probably not, is it? Let's see. Keep going. Keep stepping it out. And right, I'll give you another 5 seconds. Stepping it out. Lovely. And have a little rest. We're going to start you off easy today. Just going to read your message here. Hello, cat. You can see and you can hear me. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, right. Next one we're going to do is just bog standard jumping jacks. High as you can. Remember, this is your warm-up, so try and stretch everything through. Keeping going. Lovely, and resting. Well done. Okay, your next one is going to be a jack to the sky. So, you're going to start here. It's just like a stance jack really. So you're going to start here, you're going to come down, and then you're going to jack up to the top. So when you're ready, off you go. Stand in. Don't worry if your feet are doing the wrong thing to your arms. As long as you're moving, that's absolutely fine. Keep it going. Up. Get that stretch going through. Another 2 seconds. Lovely. Have a little rest. Next one. Oh, I'm getting warm. It's hard to speak and to do it. Next one is going to be, it's a low jack. So it's a pulse jack with an overhead clap. So as you're pulsing, just do it sideways as well. As you're pulsing like that, no, you're not doing that at all. You're jacking. It's not a squat. You're jacking. Makes it hard. You can either do overhead if you want to, or you can just do squatting with your low jack. Get those hands involved if you want to. If you've got your coordination to do it, keep working. You've got 5 more seconds. I know I'm not doing it, sorry. And have a little rest. Okay, next one. Bit of coordination, a little bit easier. You're just going to be doing a split jack. So, 1 foot out in front of you, the other hand of the other part of your body goes up into the air, and you just jack like a little spotty dog. And go. You can stand in one place if you want. I'm just looking at the timer. 2, 1, and resting. Okay, a few more. Hopefully you're getting warm. I know I am. Okay, next one is going to be a crossover jack. So you're doing this with your feet, doing this with your arms. 3, 2, 1, and go. I'm going to come and have a little look at your... Make sure you're all doing it. I can't jack and read. Look at you. Keep it going. 4 seconds. 2, 1, and rest. Lovely. As you can see, my yoga mat is our kitchen rug. Partly because I haven't got a yoga mat, and secondly we're in the kitchen because my little 15-year-old dog is asleep in the front room and she doesn't want to disturb him. Right, twister jack. Your feet are going to go this way, your body's going this way. So it's like this. 3, 2, 1, and go. Head can follow your arms, jumper comes off. Oh, got it wrong myself. Really getting a twist through that torso. And resting again. 2 more to go. First one is seal jacks. So you're going to look a bit silly. Not that you ever do usually. So seal jack is your arms are coming out like a seal. And if you want to, you can make the noise. I'll start. I believe that's how they sound. Keep going. Any animal noises that go with these exercises, I completely approve of. 2, 1, rest. Last one, hopscotch jack. One of the favourites in boot camp. All you're doing, having a little skip, crossing your feet over. 3, 2, 1, and go. These hands can do anything. Mine tend to do this for some reason. I feel like I want to put them in my pocket. Keep it going. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, hopefully you're warm. I am. Have a little drink. What I should have mentioned is, if you live in a first floor flat, your neighbours might not want you doing this. So anything jumping, spoke too late, sorry. Anything jumping, just do it without the jump. Apart from that bit that we've just done. So that's woken your neighbours up already. Just get them upstairs, get them to join in. Okay, a little bit slower. Going to do some arm circles. So just going to rotate 5 times backwards. Make sure you're getting that full range of motion. Any shoulder pain, only go as far as is comfortable. And the other way. 5 times. Really open up the lats. You're going to go side stretches. So down to the side, back up again. Try and stay in camera. That's not going to work. Never mind. You know what we're doing. You've all done this before, I'm sure. Down again. Making sure you're getting a good stretch on your inner thigh, because you're going to be using those. I think this is for this side. How to talk and count at the same time. We'll find that later. Luckily it's all timed. Lovely. And we're going to bend over to the side as well. So hand on hip, just coming over. Breathe out as you get here. Breathe in as you come back. Out to the other side. Get a nice stretch through your side. I'll take a breather. Lovely. And then we're going to do walk out to open T. We're going to do 4 times. So you're going to go chin to chest, down, hands to your knees, sorry, feet, keep your knees soft. Walking out into this plank position, make sure your shoulders are over your hands, and twist. Take your head and your eyes up to the ceiling. Usually we sometimes might say keep your hips parallel to the floor, but on this occasion it's about getting as much twist as you can without twisting yourself over. One more. Lovely. Okay. Going to do some leg swings. So hold on to something if you want to. You can do 10 in each leg, backs and forwards. If you haven't got room, you can just do little ones if you want to. So just do little ones. If you've got room, give it a big old swing. Oops. If you've got something to hold on to, you might want to do that. Once you've done your 10 backs and forwards, if you've got room, 10 side to sides. And then 10 hip openers. Bring your knee across and back out. Try and really get your hip nice and open. Use your glutes, your bum muscles to squeeze it open. Lovely. And the other one. So I'll tell you a bit about today's workout. It's 4 rounds. It's 30 seconds of work each exercise. There are 8 exercises. There's 15 seconds rest in between each of the 8 exercises, and there'll be a minute's rest in between the rounds. I was thinking that's a long time for me to keep you occupied and chat, but then I thought, probably just going to be puffing and panting. Hopefully you will as well, so hopefully you won't mind if I don't say much during those minutes. We'll see. And then, I'm not sure if that was 10, but hopefully you're doing the counting. See, I've got to 12, and I don't think that is 12. Okay, that'll do. Right, next you're going to just bend your knees, pop your fingers under your toes, head down, stretch off those hamstrings. Nice. And then we're going to pop down to our hands and knees, and just going to lift up one hip, and you're going to rotate it. 5 times one direction, 5 times in the other. Go as high as is comfortable. Doesn't matter if you're rocking through as well. Make your hips move. Usually when we're doing this, we're saying keep your hips static. Don't worry about that. Get them wriggling if you need to. And the other way. Okay, we should be ready. Let me see what we're doing. I just need to set the timer. So, during 15 seconds rest, I'll let you know what the next exercise is. Each of the 4 rounds, the exercises stay the same, but they progress. If you don't want to progress them, it's absolutely fine. You don't have to. You can just keep doing the same ones, make them a little bit easier if you want to. It's entirely up to you. I'll show you the progression and do it if you want to. Okay, right, where's my timer? Oh, I just closed it. Hang on a sec. Talk amongst yourselves. There it is. Okay, first one I'm going to do is a squat anyway. So, you're going to go into your normal squat position, nice and low or as low as you can. Feet feet shoulder width apart, back nice and straight, squatting down. I think we're ready to start. So, in 3, 2, 1, 30 seconds of squatting. First round, take it slowly as you want. We're going to concentrate, not necessarily on speed, because some of this has to do a lot with balance. So not necessarily on speed, but more technique. You are halfway. Keep working, and pop that there. Make sure your heels are staying on the ground. Make sure your knees are tracking over your toes. 2 seconds, 1, and rest. I'm going to turn this up so everybody gets the benefit of the beep beep. You've got 15 seconds rest. Your next one is just going to be a forward lunge. So alternate lunge. 3, 2, 1, and lunge. Thank you, lady. Off we go. Lunging down. Make sure as we go, keep that technique. Make sure that your knee is tracking over your middle toe. Your knee, 15 seconds to go, is coming as low as it can. If you've got something soft, it's alright if you tap the mat with your knee, just so you'll know you're going low. 4 seconds, 3, 2, 1, and rest. 15 seconds rest. Next exercise is going to be push-ups, press-ups, whatever we call them. Do them off your toes, off your knees if you want to. If you're doing them off your knees, make sure your nose is coming in front in that bit there. 3, 2, 1. So if you're doing them from your knees, make sure that your nose is coming either in line or in front of your fingers. If you're doing them off your toes, make sure you're going as low as you can. If you're doing them straight off your knees again, make sure your nose is coming definitely in front of your thumbs. This is not a press up. This is a press up. 3, 2, 1, rest. Little rest. Next exercise is going to be shoulder taps. You're going to be in plank position, tapping each shoulder. If you can't tap, because you've got an issue with the shoulders, do a low plank. With this is a plank tap. Now, this is one where we nag you, don't let your hips rock. Keeping your bum squeezed as much as you can. Get your feet a little bit wider than you would for a plank, just so you've got a base of stability. You've got 10 seconds left. Keep it working. Squeeze everything. And you've got 5, just going to whistle. That's your 3, 2, 1, rest. Next exercise, backwards lunge, reverse lunge. So feet together, coming down, knee comes down. Make sure you don't do that. 3, 2, 1, step out, go straight down. You should be feeling it in your thigh, not in your hip flexor. If you want to do alternate legs, you can, or we'll do one leg, swap it at 15 seconds. Swapping over, if you want to. If you're doing alternate, keep going with alternate legs. There we keep it going. 5 more seconds to go. Back nice and straight. 3, 2, 1, rest. And rest. Okay. That's it. Right, next, it's a side lunge. Normally, we do this. We're not doing this. This time, we're doing this. Straight out. Weight on this front leg. 3, 2, 1. Go. 15 seconds this leg. Hands inside this leg, staying straight. This leg, bending. All your weight on this leg. Making sure it's going through your heels. Chest stays up. 15 seconds, going to swap over. Swap in legs. Feet together, standing up straight. Keep it working. Well done. 3, 2, 1, rest. Okay, 7th of the 8 is a side plank, 15 seconds. If you want to, come up from your knees. If you want to, come up from your toes or 1 foot forwards. Make sure your shoulder is over your elbow, so they're both in line. Hips up as high as you can. Imagine there's a little bit of string pulling you up. Hip up. You can either do it from your knees like that if you want to, or straight up like that. Oh, turn over. I always put my arm up because I figure it makes me feel like somebody's pulling me up. Keep that shoulder in line. 3, 2, 1, rest. And finally, woo, it is bicycle crunches. On your back, on the floor. And it's this one. 3, 2, 1, go. Make sure it's nothing to do with your neck. So try to look up. Try not to let your neck do the work. Keep going. Should definitely feel it in your tummy. Keep those legs low. 1 shoots out and 1 comes back in. Should be feeling it, hopefully by now. After Joe's Pilates the other day, I'm already feeling it. Oh, 3, 2, 1, rest. Oh, she says we've got 15-second rest, that's not true. We've got a minute of rest. Hang on a second. Oh, I've done 8, haven't I? Yeah, I've done 8. Okay, then. Recovery, right. We've got, I didn't miss anything off, just checking. Lunge, push up, shoulder tap, reverse lunge, side lunge, bicycle, yeah, fine. Okay, next round, after our little rest, make sure you're having a drink and a little walk round, or just lay on the floor if you want. Next round, we're just going to advance it a little bit more. Again, stay exactly where you were if you want to. If you want to advance to the next stage, that's fine. If you want to try press up off your feet rather than off your knees, that's fine, or off your front of your thighs rather than off your knees, that's fine. If you want to do one-legged one, that's fine too. Oh, we've got another 25 seconds. Oh, there's the beauty of being in the kitchen. I can fill my bottle up again if I need to. Or pop the kettle on if anybody wants one. Okay. So, I'd like to open the kitchen door, but I don't really think the neighbours at this time of the morning appreciate it. So, start with the squat, 15 seconds, off we go. Down we come, making sure this hasn't progressed yet. Making sure that everything's come through your heels. Push the floor away as you stand. Push the floor away. Halfway already. If you're finding that your knees are coming in during a squat, push them out. So as you're coming up and coming down, push them out, pushing the floor away. 3, 2, 1, rest. Next one, either leave it as a lunge if you want. We're going for I'm just going to pause it. It's just like, we're going to go for a squat, tap, lunge. Okay, so it's a squat, tap up, jump out, lunge down. Jump in, squat out. Oh, don't fall over. I'll just show you from the side. So, normal squat, feet together, into a lunge, feet together, into a squat. Swap legs. Feet together, swap legs. If you like, you can just do, I say just, it's still hard, a squat, a lunge. A squat, a lunge. Entirely up to you whether you want to do the jump in the middle or not. We are going to start, and I've got my breath back. In 3, 2, 1, go. Oh no, sorry. Oh, shut up. Go. Okay. So, squat, tap, lunge, tap, squat, tap, lunge, tap, squat, tap, lunge, tap. If you're doing the other way, squat, lunge, squat, halfway, lunge, squat, lunge. If you're doing the other way, you've got 6 seconds that way. You've all got 6 seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest. Okay. Your next is just push-ups. Back to our normal push-ups. Whichever push-up you were doing. Everybody say anything? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh, 3, 2, 1. Press ups either from your toes. Oh, not on the slow arm, so if you let that behind. From your knees. Remember, face comes forwards, halfway. From your thighs. So this is the intermediate one. As you're pushing up, try to think about your chest. Muscles in your chest. 3, 2, 1. So it's your chest muscles that should do a press up. Next, shoulder taps. Just straight, normal shoulder taps, plank position. Tapping our shoulders. 3, 2, 1. And tapping. Remember, keep your bum nice and squeezed. Only your own bum. That was one of Jess's. Keep it going. There'll be anything that you can't do in this plank position, just adapt it to something that you can do. Even if it's this. Just keep that core nice and tight. 3, 2, 1. Have a little rest. Oh, okay, next is going to be a reverse lunge with a pulse. On one leg for 15 seconds. And then swapping over. 1, go. Make sure again that you're not doing this. It's not a hip flexor stretch, it's a quad burn. Make sure that knee is going over your front foot and the other knee is going over the other. 2, 1, swapping over. Keeping it nice and low if you can. Remember, we've got a rest. Not much. We've got a rest. It's coming. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Woo! Okay, next is a pulse side lunge. So it's this one again. Just going to pulse here. It's not as bad as the reverse. 3, 2, 1, go. Lovely. This one's quite pleasant for a while. Make sure your weight is on this leg. Pulsing up. Oh, the burn's coming. Pulsing up and down. It's not for hand swapping. Oh, that's nice. Keep this one going. Make sure your toes are in line. Make sure your bum is going backwards. You're not just doing this. You are actually pulsing. 3, 2, 1. Have a little rest. Okay, next. Another side plank. Same again, nothing advanced yet. Again, come off your toes, off your knee, off of both knees. 3, 2, 1. Holding it up. Get your hips, a small dog should be able to walk beneath you as you're doing this. Don't squish him. He's laying there in the way and turning over. I'm getting warm, everybody. Maybe a jumper was not the way to go. 3. Rest. Well done. Okay, bicycle. Oh, a pulsing bicycle crunch, of course it is. So, it's going to be this. 3, 2. Exercise. Lovely. So it's kind of a little jolt in between. Try and push whatever's over there, push it away from you with your 2 little pulses. Halfway. Keep going. Your pulse can go backwards and forwards or up and down. 3, 2. Rest. Oh, rest. Okay. It's a minute of rest. Recovery. Okay. 2 more rounds to go. I've got my eye on the time, don't worry, I won't keep you. I'm sure you've all got places to be. Everybody doing okay? Round 3 gets a little bit funkier. Oh man. You've still got 35 seconds of rest. Let me come and have a look at your face too close towards you. Oh, good morning, Sean. Oh, you made it. I don't think John's here. Hey, Charlie. Oh, hi, Gareth. Good morning, Mark. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. You're all lovely. Thank you for joining me. You've got 15 seconds. Oh, I hope you're feeling as puffed out and as warm as I am. Hopefully you're not having as many conversations as me. Well, you could do. You might be. You might have gone slowly mad in this last 4 days. 3, 2, 1. Starting with a squat. Sorry, squat jump. Sorry. I got you 2 seconds out of the squat jump. Remember, thumb goes back and down. Still coming through the heels, jumping up, landing soft, pushing back onto your heels. And off. Halfway. You've still got 10 seconds to go. If you don't like the jumping, or your neighbours don't like the jumping, stick with the squat. 3, 2, 1. Little rest. Next one. It's back to your squat tap to a lunge. Oh, very warm. Okay, 4 seconds. Remember, it's a squat to a tap to a lunge to a squat. Lovely. And off we go. To a lunge, to a squat, to a lunge, to a squat, to a lunge, squat, to a lunge. If you don't like that, your neighbours don't like it, squat, lunge, halfway, squat, lunge. Keep it going though, whichever one you're doing. Oops. Do it better than me. 3, 2, keep going to the end. 1, go. Okay, next. Oh. Push up with a plank jack. So whatever push up you're doing, so push up to 2 jacks. So toss your knees, push up, onto your toes. Okay, so push up, you see me. Push up, 2 jacks, push up, 2 jacks, or push up onto your feet into a plank, 2 jacks. Make sure your jacks, halfway, are not this. They are plank jacks. So, push up, 2 jacks. Steps are falling off, 2 jacks. 3, go to the end, 2. They're coming off. So I don't need them. Okay, next. Oh yeah, shoulder tap jacks. Same again. Tap, tap, jack, jack. 3, oh, go. Tap, tap, jack, jack. If your neighbours don't like it, tap, tap, step out, tap, tap, step out. Oh, halfway. Any back issues, come back down. Just do tap, tap, up, step out, or you can just just do knee out, knee out. Lunge your keep your core engaged. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Yikes. Lunge jumps. Any knee problems, don't do the jump. Just do the lunging. So, lunge jump. Flipping over one to the other. 3, 2, 1. Go. Lovely. Keep it jumping. Chest up. Knee down. If your knee needs to tap at the bottom, that's fine as long as you're not bruising yourself. Try not to go down like that, halfway. Keep that knee going straight down. Oh, I don't know about you, my quads are burning. 3, 2, 1. Oh, have a little rest. Well done. Back to our side pulse lunges. Oh, yeah. 3 seconds. That goes to the side out. Weight goes through this one. Nice. This leg's nice and straight. Your weight's going through here. Keep that toe in line, hip in line with your knee. Knee in line with your toe. Oh, I was cheating then. Did you see me? I was just going up and down a hip flexor. Sorry, my hips. It's not that. Make sure your quad is coming up and down. There's the burn. There's the burn. It's only a little movement. Man, it goes, oh, I haven't swapped you over. Don't worry, we'll do 30 seconds on the other side. We're not resting. We don't need to rest on the other side. If you can't make the 30 seconds, do not worry. Making sure that this thigh, this knee is bending. Ideally your carpet's not shifting from under you. Halfway, this is a little added bonus. Keep it going. Make sure this part is getting a little burn through it. Hopefully it is. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Okay. Next. Side plank hip taps. 15 seconds each. So you're in your side plank. And you're going to pulse down to the floor. If you're on your knees, that's fine as well. Off we go. 15 seconds each side. I promise I will swap us over at halfway. If you want to put your hand down for stability, it's absolutely fine. Keep it going. Bouncing up and down. Turn over. Oh, other side. Let that hip go down if you can. And then making sure shoulders definitely under your, sorry, wrist, elbow, that's good. And 3, 2, 1. What I was trying to say is make sure your elbow's under your shoulder. I think you got that. Okay, next. Last one. No, it's not, sorry. Side plank, hip taps. Oh, I've done that one. I've done that one, too. Oh, we've done it. Right, bicycle crunches, straight legs. So, it's this. Well done. Keep those legs as straight as you can. If you've got tight hamstrings, you'll struggle with this. Do what you can. Let that foot go as low to the floor as you can. Keep working. Oh, lady. 3, 2, 1. Rest.
Exercise.
No, ignore her. Ignore her. She's gone mad. She's gone mad. Okay, little rest.
Workout reset.
Ignore her.
Start rest. Exercise. Rest.
Oh, she's gone bonkers.
Workout pause.
Ignore her. She's fine. You've got rest. Okay. Let's get the there. The timer's going. We've got rest. Right, just got one more round to go. Yeah, we'll smash this round. Then we'll have a little stretch, and then you can go home. Oh. Okay, 20 more seconds. First one we're going to do is a squat pulse lunge. So, squat, halfway up, and then coming up to a jump. So it's a squat, jump, pulse, jump. Are we nearly ready to start? Let's just get the shouty lady working again. Make sure you've had a drink. Okay.
Workout reset.
She's ready. If we are, remember it's a squat, pulse, jump, squat, pulse, jump. 3, 2, 1.
Starting your top and on workout.
Good.
Exercise.
And jump. And jump. Jump. And jump. Remember when you land, nice soft landing, push back into your heels. Thumbs going down all the time. Halfway. Jump. And jump. 10 seconds. If neighbours are not there, remember just take a little rest. Have a little rest. Okay, 15 seconds rest. Next is still your lunge, tap. No, sorry, squat, tap, lunge. Squat, tap, lunge. 3, 2, 1. Remember, squat, tap, lunge, tap, squat, tap, lunge. Neighbours don't like it, squat, or knees don't like it, lunge, squat, lunge, squat, tap, lunge, halfway. Keep it going. You've only got 6 seconds. 2, 1. Okay. Oh, you'll be pleased to know it's burpees. If you don't like burpees, you don't have to do them. You don't have to do full ones.
Workout pause.
You can do either a full burpee chest to floor, do a half burpee where you don't go chest to floor, just like a down up. If you don't like those, do some press ups. If you don't like those, prisoner squats. Lay your hands behind your head. Standing up. Prisoner get up, sorry. 30 seconds of, still on your 3 seconds left. 2, 1, burpees. Or whatever you prefer. If you don't like burpees, you never have to do a burpee. If you love a burpee, I'll get you as many as I can. If you're a little bit blah about burpees, you'll soon come to love them. Keep going. This is a down up, a half burpee. Make sure you jump out into plank. Whichever you're going for. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Shoulder tap jacks. Onto the floor again. Plank position. Tap in. 2 jacks. Tap, tap, jack, jack. 3, 2, 1. Tap, tap, jack, jack, tap, tap, jack, jack. Try not to let your hips wobble. Oh, cheated. Tap, tap, jack, jack, tap, tap. Halfway. Tap, 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 jack, jack, tap, tap, jack, jack, tap, tap. Step out, step out. Rest. I get to rest early, you don't, you go to the whistle. Okay, nearly there. Pulse lunge jumps. Or just a lunge jump, or just a lunge, whichever you like. 3, 2, 1. So either lunge jumps, or pulse, and jump, and pulse, and jump, and pulse, and jump, pulse, and jump. If your neighbours don't like it, it's a little reverse lunge. Nice, quiet. Reverse lunge. Halfway. Lunge. Oh, keep it going. Get as many as you can with the right foot. One more. Rest. Lovely. Okay. Side lunge pulse. Doing that one again, are we? I see. So stepping out. Oh yeah. 3, 2. Exercise. Making sure this knee is doing the work. Try and go up and down. You might find you get a little bit sideways. Make sure your knee stays in line with your foot though. We want. Try not to cheat. Try not to just do that. It's a lunge, like a pulse lunge out to the side. Sorry, doing it wrong. Trying to demonstrate it rightly and doing it wrong. Oh, swap it. Come on. Keep going. Ignore the lady. I'll do the counting. Ignore the lady. Sorry, I'm rubbish at swapping over on this one, aren't I? Too busy nagging you. 3, 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and resting. Right, little rest.
Resuming your top and on workout.
We're rested. And Side plank, hip taps coming next. 2 more to go, then it's stretching time. 3, 2, 1.
Exercise.
Tapping those hips, up and down. Push, make a fist with this hand, or this hand as well, like, and try and push that into the floor as well as you're tapping. We will swap it over. Make that little fist, push your elbow into the floor. Tapping, tapping. 3, 2, 1. Little rest. 1 to go. It is some kind of bicycle crunch. Oh, it's just your bicycle crunch again with a straight leg and a little pulse. Last exercise of the day. 3, 2, 1, and go. Straight legs as you can. Toes pointing away from you if you want to. Get that straight leg. Oh, it's supposed to be pulsing. Sorry. Trying to nag you again. Little pulse wherever you like. As long as you feel it in your core. Halfway, not than that now, aren't we? Keep it going. 3, 2, 1. You are done. Congratulations. Oh, let me stop the lady. Maybe one more.
Workout pause.
Workout, not pause, lady. Workout ended. Okay. There was going to be a little plank challenge, but I think we'll leave that till next time. So we'll have a little stretch. First thing we're going to do, I think we've all learned this, if you're as warm as I am, hopefully. You're going to go into a child's pose. So, bum back onto your heels. If you want to part your knees wider, you can, as long as it's comfy. Head down, resting back. Try and push your fingers away. Breathe in deeply. This is your own carpet or your own yoga mat. The only coronavirus that's here is your own. Head down. And just relax. We're going to pop ourselves into plank position. Knees come down. Hips come down. If it's so unique, hips come down. Hands by the side of your chest. Just raise yourself up. Keep your hips on the floor if you can. If this hurts your back, don't worry about doing this one. You can just stay down like this and have a little stretch if you want to. Lovely, relax. Coming back up to your knees. And you're just going to come over to one side, slide over. Pop your feet out in front of you, but then grab them in soles together. And then just going to push down, if it's comfy, push down onto your knees. Get stretched through your inner thighs. Ooh. What's everybody doing today? Oh, more importantly, normal 7:30 conversation, what are you having for your breakfast? Hopefully there's some porridge going on. I'm sure everybody's cutting their calories because we're not doing much. Feet out in front of you, legs nice and straight, back straight, lean forwards. Try not to go too far. If you can touch your toes, perfect. If you can get your knees, your nose to your knees, feel free. I can't. I only go as far as is comfortable. And I'm just going to cross our legs. Sit there like that for a sec. And then I'm going to cross them in the other way as well, because we very rarely do that. Lovely. Pop your legs round, come up to kneeling position. 1 foot out in front of you in that L position, and then you're going to tuck your pelvis under, lean forward a little bit, and you're just going to squeeze your bum. I'll do it on this side, sorry. So you're just tucking your pelvis under, squeezing your bum. You should feel a stretch all through this hip flexion in the front of this quad here. You're going to put the knee that's up, that hand comes down, another one up to the ceiling. Get the fingers of one hand as far away from the fingers of the other and look up to these fingers in the sky. Get a real good stretch. Keep that hip, that pelvis tucked under, that bum squeezed. Lovely, and swap it over. Tuck your pelvis under, squeeze your bum, that hand comes down, that hand comes up. You'll find that if you get your hands in the wrong position, you fall over, so you soon learn quick. Lovely. Okay, you're going to come down into a squat. So heels want to be on the floor. Don't worry if you can't come down low. If you want to put your fingers under your toes, do that. Just sit in this squat for a sec. Give it a little pump. Not a bounce, not too much of a bounce, just a little pump. Then you can come up to standing. Keep your fingers under your toes. Just flex your knees. Don't worry if you didn't go smoothly into it. If you had to stand up and bend over, that's absolutely fine. Lovely. Let go of your toes. Bend over with your legs straight as much as you can. If you can only go a little bit, that's fine. If you can touch your toes, get your hands to the floor, that's fine too. And then you're going to lace your hands behind your back, bring them up as high as you can. Nearly done. 7:30. Lovely, let that go. Squeeze your bum, bring your belly button up to your spine, standing up one vertebra at a time. The head comes last. One arm up to the sky, pop it down between your shoulder blades, pop a little bit of pressure on it. If you can do that, which I can this side, not the other side. Remember to breathe, it's very important. And the other side. Okay, I've kept you 1 minute into tension so far. I promise it won't be much longer. Lovely, one more thing. You're going to just bend your knees, cross your hands over, go behind your knees, and then you're just going to try and pull up. So your arms straighten off, your head stays down, knees stay a little bit bent, just soft. You should get a stretch across your back, top of your back. And relax. Keep your shoulders a roll. Well done, everybody. Welcome to Yaki-Da Circuits at Home. Hope you had a nice time. Look how red I am. And I will see you soon. Love you.